Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Smith here, the Amputee Cyclist, 1.5-legged Amputee Cyclist. So I'm out here on my standard mountain bike, getting my workout in, riding around the Gainesville, Texas countryside. That's where I live, Gainesville, Texas, but pretty much all of Cooke County, the county where Gainesville is, and the surrounding counties are what I consider to be my territory, because I can leave from my home and ride out, you know, all around the countryside in those areas and then make it back home before lunch. And so that's what I'm doing this morning. And we've got a beautiful sunrise there. I really couldn't show you the sunrise coming up because I was going through the trees, but right here is a nice little view of it. So it rained pretty hard yesterday morning, so I decided to just hold off till this morning. And you know, it's all this moisture and dew on the grass and the fog. It's really pretty. And so I'm gonna start this ride for y'all in the dark. We see a little calf that I rode up on in the road, and we're just gonna continue on. I'm gonna show you pretty scenery and wildlife, which is really a relaxing thing for me to see. It's one of the most enjoyable things about the experience. The weather's beautiful too. Right now we're in the 60s and it's July like 24th, something like that, 23rd. We're gonna go a little, probably about 75 miles today, I think, maybe 80. Let's go. All right, I'm riding early in the morning and we've got a little calf right here, a little calf that got out. So I'm just gonna have a look at him. He's obviously separated, or she, from her mother, and she's so small she can probably get back across the fence. But yeah, even in the dark, you never know what's going to be out here. So I'm just gonna give y'all a look at that little calf and keep going. Bounding over the fence. There's one still in the road. There's one. That one's about to jump over the fence, I think. Yeah, it went through the fence. That was a fawn. There they go. Pretty morning. I still see them bounding behind these trees. Look over here to the right, though. There they are. Look at them go, bounding through the forest. They're gonna cross the road in front of me, maybe. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Boy, look at that. Look at that view right there. We're out here by the golf course. We're riding through the golf course. They own property on both sides of the road, but look at all the mist and the sun and the view of the valley. goes the little cottontail. You gonna run in front of me or go back into the brush over there on the other side of the fence? I think he's gonna just hang out, wait till I'm gone, keep doing what he's doing. We got a dog sleeping in the road right here, which I don't have a problem with because it's a nice dog. You're a nice dog, aren't you? Yeah, so dogs like that, you know, I'm just so happy that they're just not trying to attack me, really. That's my only... Even dogs that attack me have got to really be trying to bite me with a lot of effort before I'll do anything to really possibly even hurt them, you know. So I've got to defend myself, but I really only do the bare minimum what's absolutely necessary. So coyote. All right, he saw me, he's gone. He was just hanging out in the road. He could have rabies though, because there was some dog poop or coyote poop, diarrhea in the road behind me, so make sure he didn't come out and try to bite me. All right, we're good. You know, I mean, when their poop is in a diarrhea form like that, it tells me they're sick. And then I see that coyote just standing in the road when I come up over the hill. So I'm thinking, you know, if it has rabies, it may attack. And so I've got to be prepared and aware. So he's gone though, so I didn't have to worry about. Well, I mean, I did have to worry about it, but it didn't happen. So, but I do have to be prepared for it to happen because it's happened before. I have been attacked by rabid coyotes out here. And so I've got to be able to keep them from biting me. Boy, look at that view. We got a cloud on the ground over there, way off over there. Well, that rain really greened up the grass. That rain yesterday morning that kept me from getting out here, it sure brightened it up. And now it's cool and it's wet, and that fog is just hanging on the ground way off in the distance. And I can see the road that I'm going to ride down way off in the distance over there too. I'm going to turn around here, head that way, and see the road way over there. That's where I'll be riding through. Oh, look at all those deer. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. They're all behind the tree, but they're way down there. And there they go. Man, real beautiful view. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, with that pond in the background, that was pretty. Those deer make the view prettier. Wow, what a pretty hayfield and view and scenery beyond. All these rabbits are always around, hanging out around people's houses. Neat place right on the road. Like the windmill. Hey, little bunny rabbit. They're safer close to houses because the coyotes are less likely to come up close to people's houses. They will, but some of these landowners will shoot them if they do, so that makes it safer for the rabbits. Hey there, girl. I'm sure these cows appreciate that rain. It makes the grass much higher quality for them to eat. Riding through the valley. One of many valleys. Green, wet grass. That is real nice, real nice. About to ride into a cloud. There's a nice view over there, but it's in a cloud. You can see the road up ahead. I do not want to hit that rabbit on my bike going that fast, make me crash. We got no fence here. Oh, it's up on top of that hill. So the hill itself, they decided not to worry about building a fence on it. They went around it, behind it. Makes sense to me. They don't want their cows up on there stumbling anyway. Yeah, fence is further back here. see some deer over there. One deer I see right now running along the fence row or the tree line. There's a buck, 2 bucks right there, right in front of me. Man, one's got a really wide rack. There they go, sailing over the fence. That may be the last I see of them. So I'll go up there and look out into the brush or field or whatever it is, but they'll be gone, I'm sure. Here's where they crossed over, and I don't see them. They are gone. Nice bucks, nice big bucks. These are interesting little objects they have secured to the power lines. And I was riding out here with a friend one day, and he said he knew what they were. He said they put those on there to keep the wires from oscillating and vibrating in the wind. Apparently those, when they attach those things to the wires, it prevents that from happening. Turkey, we got a wild turkey in the road up in front of me. Oh, he went under the fence, but he's in a field, so I think we'll get a look at him, but he's running fast. There's another one, 3 right there. Oh, 4, 5, those are turkeys, wild turkeys. There they go. Some young ones too, some juveniles and adults together. We got a lone red Angus cow up here. I wish the deer and the other wildlife would do what this cow does and just chill out and let me get close. Let me get a good view. You sure are a beauty. Nice, big, healthy looking cow. There's 3 deer right there, a doe and 2 fawns. I don't know if y'all can see them, but the sun's shining on their white tails, and there they go into the woods. They're gone. Uh-oh. Stay back, doggy. Stay back. Yeah, see, all I have to do is stay back. And that boxer, the white boxer, is listening. And he is staying back. So that's a good, well-trained dog. That's all it takes, really, to keep me happy. Staying on his own property, not breaking the law. It's when they come out on the road, and then, I mean, they're breaking the law as soon as they come out on the road, but then if they attack and really try to bite me, well, then that's when they can get hurt, because I'm going to make sure they don't bite me. Long steep hill begins. Okay, I'll start using my trekking pole and going slow. It's gonna get steeper. Steeper and more challenging.
Once I get around this curve up ahead, then it'll be a straight shot up to the top of the hill. It'll be a hard push. Hard push to the top. Okay, we're starting to turn. It's a rough one. It's a tough one. It's not easy. But I can see the sun at the top. The sun is where we want to be. 8:15 is what time it is. Once we get to the top of this hill, we'll have the biggest monster of a hill. The biggest monster of a hill from this ride will be done. There will be others, but nothing this difficult. Alright, we're starting to get to the top. Starting to get close to being leveled out. Just a second and we'll be there. Oh my goodness. Made it to the top. That's great. Nice Hereford and Angus and Black Baldies, all kinds of cattle out here. Yeah, we're riding right along where the old Katy Railroad used to be, and there's a little bridge right there. This whole levee right here. Used to be a train right there that went out west. And we're riding along next to the train, the old train tracks. Tracks are gone. It's just that levee, that embankment where the tracks were that's left. No trains out this way anymore. That embankment continues on right here. You can see how tall it gets. You can just go back in time in your mind and see a railroad, a train, an old-fashioned train going across here. That's how it was. That was a railroad that went west out of Gainesville, and there are no more trains going west, but that's what's left of it. We go back here, the bridge, you can see the bridge, the old railroad bridge is right there. That's the old railroad bridge, and you can see the concrete over that. That was the railroad track. Those old telephone poles went along the old railroad. That's one way you can tell where it was. It was right there. Those low telephone poles there's a few of them still left, and they ran along the length of the railroad, parallel right next to the railroad, and they are not very tall. "1918" is what that bridge said back there. Old railroad bridge. I'm going to turn around. We'll get another look at it. I think that's probably the same year that the other bridges, other two bridges. I know one of them had a date on it. It was early 1900s, but I think it was 1918, just like this one. All right, so we've got cattails, but we've got that old concrete bridge and that date 1918 right there. So 100 years ago, railroad right here, over 100 years ago. So yeah, that's some ancient history by my standards. You know, it was all gone before I was ever born, long before I was ever born, and really before my parents were ever born. And my grandparents are all passed away. I'm sure they could tell me something about the old Katy Railroad. They might remember something if they were still here. Great grandparents sure would. The ones that were from around here. So the railroad continues on that way, the old railroad where it was, and we're going to turn right and leave that behind for now. Look at this hawk right here. Nice looking hawk.